Today we're going to do a spark plug change on a Stihl chainsaw. In this case, it's the MS290 Farm Boss. Stihl recommends changing the spark plug out every 100 hours of use. I say do it every 100 hours of use or once a year if you don't use your saw that much. So this is going to be a very easy procedure. I'm going to walk you through the whole thing. First of all, turn the knob. Remove the cover. Inside the cover, you'll see the air filter here, and then up in behind here is where the spark plug is. So you want to remove this. Now we can see the spark plug boot. To get the spark plug off easy, or the boot off easily, I use a set of pliers that are made for pulling spark plug boots. Now that the boot is off, we can pull it to the side. You can see the spark plug. I'm going to use a 19mm socket. Just to break it loose. Then I'm going to take it out by hand. The spark plug it came with is a Bosch WSR6F, if you need the part number. I'm going to replace that today with a Champion plug. I'm a big fan of Bosch spark plugs and a lot of things in my German stuff, my BMW motorcycle, or my air-cooled Volkswagen. But in the small engine stuff, I do prefer the Champion plug. I'm also going to be experimenting by running a slightly hotter plug in this, as I like to run a 40-to-1 gas mixture instead of the 50-to-1. The Champion plug that I'm using today has a part number RCJ8Y. It is a little bit hotter in heat range than the factory plug. Use your discretion to decide which one you want to use. I'm going to gap this at 20 thousandths. Using a little spark plug tool, you can use feeler gauges if you want. It's been gapped. Now what I'm going to do is pull the boot to the side, and you can see down in where the spark plug used to be. I'm turning the spark plug by hand to make sure that I'm not cross-threading it. I don't recommend using any kind of anti-seize or anything else on the threads. Once the spark plug is seated, I'm going to get my 19mm socket again with the ratchet. And what I do is just snug it up and then do about a quarter of a turn. You don't want to over tighten it because you could break it off in the cylinder head, be in big trouble. Now that the plug is in, I'm going to put the boot back on. Some people would recommend using a dielectric grease in the boot, but what I found is the boots that Stihl uses don't really need the dielectric grease. In fact, I've had some dielectric grease harden up before and make it hard to remove the boot in the future. So I run it just like it is here. Put the boot on, press down firmly. The boot is seated. I'm now going to put the summer-winter cover back on. I have this in the summer position. You could also install it in the winter position if it was wintertime. Now I'm going to put the cover back on, snap it in place, turn the knob back up, and our job is finished.